Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Raven.
And I'm Kelly. And today we're going to talk about Daggermouth by H.M. Wolfe. Okay.
I like this.
Yay. I suggested this book. It's blowing up on Book Talk right now. And I am going to start with the 2-minute summary. I actually didn't write this one myself. I kind of cut it down from the one that is on Goodreads because I felt like they did such a good job with it.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just really do not like the back of cover or Goodreads summary. I think they're terrible, but this one I thought was really good. But I did cut it a little shorter. So, Daggermouth is an adult dystopian romance, perfect for readers who love true enemies to lovers, The Hunger Games, Marriage of Inconvenience, The Handmaid's Tale, Rise of the Oppressed, and political intrigue that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Grayson Sorrell has spent his life caught between two worlds. Publicly, he is the flawless heir to the presidency. Privately, he's entangled in secrets that could topple the regime. But when he's forced into a political marriage meant to bind him tighter to the government's brutal laws, he finds himself shackled to a bride who is as lethal as she is unwilling. Shadira is a mercenary raised to kill, not to wed. Yet when her bullet misses its mark, survival leaves her bound to the very man she was sent to eliminate. Trapped inside the corrupt heart of the city, she becomes both prisoner and wife. Her every step watched, her every move tested. Their union is no love story, it's a battlefield. As secrets come to light and betrayals fester within the walls of power, Grayson and Shadira must decide between annihilating one another or burning the city to the ground together. Okay, trigger warnings.
Trigger warnings. Contains graphic violence, dark relationship dynamics, including power imbalance and possible non-consensual elements, emotional and psychological traumas, captivity themes, and death or grief.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
I really liked this book, and that is why I suggested that I suggested it because I liked it a lot, and we're kind of on this dystopian
Um,
sort of kick, and three, because it's blowing up on TikTok. So I want to hear, what did you think of the book?
okay, oh, man, it had some bomb, like that's what I mean, enemies to lovers. Like that is what I yearn for. I love it. That was great. And you know what's crazy? As spicy as this book was, the main characters never did anything. Was like actual anything. They didn't get very far. And I was like, I was loving it. I was eating that shit up. It was great. I thought it
There's a
was
spicy scene like right out the gate, pretty much,
yeah,
like within the
yeah.
first few chapters, and it was a great scene.
Jamison.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel bad for him.
um, um, mm,
No?
he's friend zoned. He's the friend where you're like, I'll do things, but I don't know if I want to commit, but whatever. It's like scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Um,
Mm.
but I liked it a lot. I gave it a 4 star. I didn't give it a five, I don't think. Um, there are some things I don't remember what it was that I was not very fond of.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Kelly,
yeah,
what did
this
you
is
think?
spicy. I definitely rated it somewhere between a 4 and a 5. I think I may have given it a 5, but
Oh,
if I
you
was
did.
being honest, I would probably give it like a 4.5. Um, and so I just rounded up to 5. I'm excited to read the second one. I liked the
There is a second one.
coming out. Yeah. It ended on a cliffhanger.
It ended on like it could have been a cliffhanger, or it could have just been like she just fixed the whole problem.
So there was a character, kind of a codenamed character, Python maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So the second one's called Python. Anyway,
Okay, let's do
so
it.
so it ends on a cliffhanger, and but I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I really like this book. So it got some flack online because the author had made a quote or had posted a quote from her book. And it's a little bit applicable to what's been going on in Minnesota. And someone came in and started, talking shit. And a bunch of people came to her defense. And they were like, dude, this is a dystopian romance novel and she's quoting her own book. Get off her back. Plus, this is a really good book. So maybe you should read it before you start talking shit. Anyway, so it started to gain some traction online because I think dystopian is kind of making a comeback a little bit, and for obvious reasons. And so, anyway, I wanted to read it because I wanted to see if it was a good book, and I ate it up. I felt like the spice was spicy. It was great. I liked the plot line. I liked the characters. The main male character was a tiny bit whiny, in my opinion, but I still really liked him. I
He,
liked them together.
yeah, the definitely more there's a lot more woman whatever. What am I trying to say? Women strength. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
There was a lot
Whatever.
of really strong female
Yeah.
characters, and
Mm.
the female main character was not whiny, which sometimes that makes me want to drop a book. I really, she was very strong and self-confident and, did her own thing. Like she had empathy, but sometimes, okay, just a lot of people went online when they talk about strong female characters and female characters they really like, they talk about Aelin Galathynius from the Throne of Glass
Mm.
series. And the only difference or the difference that I see between like an Aelin and a Shadera is one, first of all, Shadera's older. She's in her 30s.
Yeah.
And two, I feel like Aelin is a strong female character to the point of almost being a psychopath. she
I
like
don't
has
know. I don't.
she
I
had like
haven't.
no empathy for a long time. And then in my opinion, she like only gets empathy when it comes to Fenrir, but I feel like Shadera has some empathy. Like she has a lot going on in her life. She's had a lot of trauma and she reacts to that trauma very like normally, but then she also has empathy for what the main male character is going through.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, actually, you are a piece of shit, but actually you're not as big of a piece of shit as I thought you were, considering like what you're putting yourself through or what you're doing for the rebellion and also like what's going on in your life."
Mhm.
Anyway, you know who is a big piece of shit though? Fucking his brother. I can't believe that his brother did that. I was
I
like shocked.
I was like, oh, he's alive, yay! And then
Yeah.
what?
I mean,
And Callum.
she did the typical like, you know, the dead brother's not really dead, but then the whole dead brother is part of the rebellion sort of thing, flipped it around and he's a double agent. And I was like, no, no.
There's a part of that that didn't really make sense. They were explaining how before they realized that he was a double agent. They were explaining how Shadera should killed him and how they got him in time to help him. And
Mm,
Shadera didn't know. She thought she just killed him.
yeah.
Um, but what if he's a double agent? What if, like he died, like just died, period. Like how they weren't banking on him being saved. I don't know. It just didn't. There was a
Mm.
I don't know. There was a spot that didn't make sense, and I was like, well, what if he didn't magically get saved, and he just died and he's a double agent?
He kind of addressed it a little bit. He was like, it was never part of my plan to get almost assassinated. It just was pure luck that I lived through it. And then he saw his opportunity to become embedded in the rebellion by playing this whole, oh, my daddy tried to assassinate me and whatever. And then that was their inspiration to kill the
Well,
younger one.
so he said it was never his plan to be assassinated, but his dad's the one that put the assassination thing out on him to
Not
begin
the older
with.
brother, just the younger brother.
Who?
Someone else hired Chidera to kill the older brother. It wasn't his dad.
Hmm.
But it was their inspiration for the
Hmm.
younger brother. Does that make
Well,
sense now?
yeah, no, it does sort of. I mean, it's still a loose end that I wish I had a little more context because, like, what if? But it didn't
I
happen.
did kind of keep waiting. I was like, no, he's lying. No, he's lying. I was like waiting for him to be like, just kidding. I'm not a double agent. I'm still with the rebellion. I definitely was like waiting for him to change his mind and change his tune.
Like,
I
what
was like,
if?
no, this is not real. You can't do that. That's against the rules.
It's too much, too
Too
much.
much. Too much.
Callum.
Okay, I loved Callum
Me
and the
too.
sisters story. Like almost better than I liked Shadera's story.
Yeah,
Are you crying?
it was sweet. 5 years. Oh my God. Oh,
And
the
and
bathtub.
I can't believe he's dead. I don't want to believe it. I'm pretending he's not.
Better fix this shit.
Older brother needs to be dead. Callum needs to come back, please and thank you.
Oh man. Yeah, I was really sad about that. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. Someone had to die, but damn it. And it sucks. And it sucks for I hate the fact that the older brother was with the girl.
Yeah. How did
It,
she not know?
I mean, he played everybody.
He did play everybody.
Poor her. I feel bad.
Poor her. She's like, wait a second. I've been like I've basically been your wife for years and years. What the fuck, dude?
So, were you not? I don't know, because they kept saying Twin Towers. So, like the whole time, I'm thinking of the Twin Towers. Like, no,
Oh.
I mean, because I mean, not exactly those, but the way that that's what she said. She said Twin Towers. My brain,
I didn't catch that. I didn't make that connection in my brain.
yeah, she said it a couple of times, but there's two
Mm,
towers, and I guess the rich people all live in these two towers.
mm,
Like the dad lives up high on the penthouse, and the
mm-hmm,
brother's got or the son's got an apartment down lower. Um, yeah, I kind of like the layout. It's kind of cool.
mm-hmm.
It's another book with rings,
In rings, yeah.
but
Mhm.
I don't mind. I'll read them. Fuck it.
Are you gonna read the second book?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. We should look
yes,
up to see when it's coming out. I think it's coming out in a few months.
yes. I'm just gonna say
Yes.
yes.
Just yes.